lights on. Welcome into Poppin Off! I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always, we have my good friend Ashley.
We're matching!
We are matching! Also, I have to try and see if this works for the first time ever. Our best friend Pete on the phone! Pete!
Hello?
That's me.
Hey, it's Pete on the phone! All right.
That's me.
So I want to get into this because I've been super excited about this from the second, I guess, I found out that it was actually going to happen. We have a special guest tonight. I want to see if this works too. Joining us via Skype, which is why Pete is on the phone.
I'm sweating.
We have our hopefully new friend, Sully from Funko. Sully!
What's up?
Sully!
Hey, Danny, Ashley, Pete, how y'all doing?
Doing really
man,
good.
you're
How about
pretty
you?
good.
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Let me see. Look at
We're
your
just trying to
setup.
take in
Wow,
everything
yeah.
behind you right now.
That's
What,
intense.
this?
Yeah.
Oh, this is nothing. This is just like,
This-
you know.
Just my traveling collection. Here.
Oh, okay.
He has a whole other room for like his actual like serious collection.
This is just facing
deny
outward.
it.
Yeah, like behind him. It's just
He
like.
does. He just admitted to it. Oh, I want to see that room. I want to know it's like your top 5 favorite,
Oh my God,
honestly.
I just saw the room. Maybe in a future episode, I'll take you on a grand tour.
Oh, that would be awesome. Definitely. All right, you're writing future episodes. Let's stay tuned with this episode for now, so we
Right,
can
I love it.
hopefully build a friendship. By the way, I have this. My collection right here isn't as impressive, but I did just win a Funko raffle, my first one ever,
did.
and I won Perfect Inbox Homer Simpson.
Now
And-
he has
You're
2.
doing better than me. I don't have that one.
You don't have Homer?
What?
Oh,
May-
no.
Maybe we can set up some sort of trade.
Maybe we can talk some.
Ooh.
Maybe we can talk some business. Ooh.
But I mean,
I'm Danny's Funko pimp.
that voice you're hearing is our third co-host Pete. He's all the way from LA right now. And
Can't
he's,
see him. You can hear
yeah,
him.
you can't see him unfortunately. He has no fun. Well, he has a couple of Funko Pops.
Does he? Yeah.
He's got one or two.
collected just a few over the weekend, like
Don't
past
chuck
weekend.
me under the bus right away, Danny. My God, man.
Look,
How's
I'm
those tires
What are
feel?
you
yeah. I'm just I'm anticipating you throwing me under the bus, Pete. So I'm coming out swinging today.
Ooh.
Very
I was
excited.
just gonna say I just finally saw his room, and my God, I'm impressed.
He said that's just one room, Pete.
I knew right away to put the only couple of Funkos that I have in LA in my mouth before I said anything.
Just don't even mention them. I mean, my collection is pretty sad too. So I mean,
One.
I know the one, but I have 2 now. So I have
Danny,
Black
just
Panther.
step on heads while we're drowning.
I know, right?
She brought it
He's
up.
like, oh,
She brought it up.
Shut up.
Not me. Look, we got plenty of time
To talk about us.
back
but
up over me.
This
Yeah.
is not about us. You know.
So, just seeing your room answers like one of the first questions I was going to ask you. Are you a collector of Funko?
Maybe.
I didn't want to
lightly.
assume.
Just a light collector.
Just
Definitely. I started collecting in 2012, long before I came to Funko. Fan first, and then went to
Wow.
work for my dream company.
Now that kind of seems like a trend. I watched the documentary, the Funko documentary, Making Fun. And it kind of seems like even the now head of Funko was a fan first and kind
Yep.
of took over when the original owner had to step down, and now the original owner's back with his T-shirts, and that's why we have more Funko related T-shirt products and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's exactly right. You watched. You paid
I
attention.
did.
You
I
took
took
notes?
notes. Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was
Stinks.
I've been prepared for this. No, but so I have to ask then, since you have been a collector for so long and you are currently still a collector, if you had to pick one, what is your
Top favorite.
all-time favorite fun, like if your house is on fire and you're grabbing one thing, like what are you running out with?
I thought you might ask a question like that, so I went ahead and prepped my baby.
Oh.
Yep. Goes with the name.
I
It was one of the
can't
very
see
first
it yet.
exclusives I bought. Had to have it.
Exactly.
Oh,
my
that is so cool.
God.
So here's another question I want to ask, and I'm actually I didn't even put it down on the rundown or anything. Being that you work at Funko and you are at this point you're getting more and more popular because Nando is the one who kind of put us all in touch with each other.
Right.
And last year was when you met him at the toy fair, or he met you at the toy fair, and I didn't see you in that many videos when he was mentioning somebody named Sully from Funko that he met.
Right.
But since then, I've seen you more and more often in videos. And I don't know if you've ever seen me, but I've always commented on this video. Hey, I'm Danny from FNTSY. You remember me or Nando? We're saying hi.
Hi.
Now I'll be looking for it.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
But so being that you are starting to kind of be more of a face of Funko and kind of be on some of the Funko casts and doing some of that stuff, are you kind of getting the ability to put dibs on certain things? Like, can you be like, hey, that Stonekeeper, I know it's going to be really limited, but let's just say one doesn't make it to the online shop and it's going to be on my desk, or
You would be shocked to hear, I'm sure, like many of my friends, that if something goes up on funkoshop.com, I've got to go try to get it myself the same way. If something goes up in the store, I've got to get down and get in line just like everybody else. So,
well, it's only fair. It's only fair, you know?
I think so. I want to make sure that the fans get them first, if at all possible.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So have you?
Love it.
Are there any Funko
you
exclusives
tried to
that that you've like? What's
And it was like,
the
you
most
missed it?
recent?
Just by a hair.
Oh, geez. Well, there's a couple that are coming in that are just hitting the store. The Kip's Big Boy, or Bob's Big Boy, was one of the ones I
saw
had to
that.
have. Yeah, I love it. I actually was lucky enough to get the one that was an exclusive at SDCC a couple years ago.
Oh wow,
Love that one. Had to have this as well.
Very cool.
Ooh, those are pricey.
So
Those are really pricey.
with the ad icons, I'm kind of I haven't fully committed and I haven't fully stepped away from it. I was lucky enough to last year during New York City Comic Con. I was really quick on my phone and I got the 3 cereal icons.
Ooh, nice.
So I have those, and I really like the Bob's Big Boy. I haven't kind of pulled the trigger on any of the pre-orders. I know some of the places are actually starting to get them, but I haven't fully committed to ad icons. I know other people and fans of our show and stuff like that. They're in no matter what. They got the
From
Smash
day
the,
one,
the
like-
frog already. They,
Yeah.
they have everything on pre-order. And what's the one that's it's only going to certain fast food chains? I can't remember who that is now. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, you've got one up on me there.
Oh, okay. But so is there I guess it kind of leads to my next question though. Is there one series that you're kind of like all in? Is it Monsters Inc. or is there like one that would surprise us? Like what series are you kind of like, no matter what comes out,
You
getting
have
it?
to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely get all the Sullys. I've got everyone ever made. But past that, I'm all over the board. I mean, I love the Freddy Funkos themselves. I love the Star Wars line is one I probably have the most of. I've got over 100 pops from that one.
Wow.
When Firefly came out, I had to buy those. But the ones that I bought right out of the gate the day they went up were the entire Masters of the Universe line. I had to have those day one. And all the Rocky pops. I got those day one.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
absolutely love those. My favorites.
So
I see Tony the tiger in the background.
I know
love
that's
it. I'm like,
that's the one of the
yeah, there you
flocked one. That's the
and the Sesame
way
Street.
more expensive.
no, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with flock just because I mean, obviously I like the texture, but still, it's pretty. It's detailed. Keep going. Sorry. I'm just so excited.
All right, so I guess let's get into recapping E3. I mean, you were there in person for E3. There were a couple exclusives, but there was a really cool announcement that actually tied Funko and video games together. And I know you had already touched on this with me, and you said like we should talk about this because this is really cool. This is something that Funko and video games we did a partnership type of thing. It's the Gears Pop video game that's coming out next year. I looked at the trailer for it. I'm in. I liked Gears of War on Xbox. I had all of them. But like, what kind of goes into this? Like, did you guys ultimately already know, like, for sure, like, hey, we want to do a Gears of War game, or was it just they approached you guys? Like, how did this game kind of come about?
As far as the game goes, I was brought into it after Microsoft had already been developing for a while. They brought their whole team over and said, hey, we've got this thing we've been working on in the background and we want to show you. And I've been a longtime Gears fan since the first one came out. I was stoked as soon as I found out what was happening. And I actually got a little hands-on time with one of the early betas. We haven't even shown the game style yet. And I think everybody's going to be really excited when they see that. It is a mobile game. That's been confirmed. And, of course, you saw the awesome pop Gears characters in the video.
Yeah.
So those are going to be in the game. I'm super hyped. I think everybody's going to love it. The only downfall is we premiered it at the Xbox event right before the Gears 5 trailer. So all the hardcore Gears fans were like, "Are you trolling us? Is this all we're getting?" But 30 seconds later, all was good again. I think anybody who's is a big Gears fan and who's a big Funko collector, a fanatic, is going to absolutely love it. And I'm hoping that it branches out so that people that aren't necessarily Funko fans who have been Gears fans will come into the fold now and really enjoy it as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. Even from the little snippet that I got to see of it, like you said, you haven't really shown any of the actual gameplay, or at least I haven't seen any of the actual gameplay. But just from that, yeah, I mean, it made me interested enough that I'm probably gonna buy it for my iPhone and enjoy it. Like I like Gears, just like you. I loved Gears of War. I know Pete did too. I mean, I remember us having it for Xbox for a long time, and I mean, Ashley, maybe
I'll
this
probably
can
be the opposite. I'm so interested in Funko that I would just love to see, like, I'll get it on my phone.
You meet right in the middle.
Exactly.
Yeah,
there you
so
go.
so
Like
you've
the
already
Oreo.
made like 3 sales off of us because we're all gonna buy it.
We're all, you got our money. That's it. Just take it.
We have our money for
I
many
think it's
more
a
years.
brilliant marriage.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a great idea. So I guess how often have you guys been at E3? Like, because I don't remember last year there being very many exclusives for E3. I think was this the most ambitious, like, actual Funko Pops and like exclusives that you guys had for E3?
This was actually our first time at E3.
Okay.
Last year, I went as a fan. That was the first time they had opened it up other than industry and allowed fans in. So I bought a pass and went because I'm a big gamer. Well, at least I like to think I am. And I went and I loved it. And I came back and sang the praise of all E3 and said, we've got to get out there. And luckily, some people listened. So we partnered with GameStop and we got a booth out there for the first time. And we had 5 Pop exclusives and some T-shirt exclusives. Some were shared, some were only available at the show. But the reception was really good overall. We sold out of everything, no problem, every day, including that beautiful Halo Master Chief, which was the one I had to have.
I had to have that one too. I actually
Did you get it, Sully, or would you?
Yeah,
I did.
You did?
Okay, good.
You were
Before-
there, so
before
like,
we-
were you just like at the end of the day, hey, I'm gonna buy this one.
Slide it off the table. Just give me that.
There are a couple of perks, when you have to go and work those long hours. They let you buy a couple of things, and I was like, if I only had one, that's going to be the one this year. I got to have it.
Very cool. Yeah, I loved it. I had to actually, all of them sold out. I have about 5 GameStops around me. I'm in northern Jersey. I have about 5 GameStops around me, and they each got very limited quantity. They were gone within opening. So
Wow.
I actually had to hit up a really awesome fan of the show. His name's Martin. He's our #1 fan.
He is literally. our number
He hit me up and let me know that he was able to get 2.